Okay, what are we looking at today? So today we're going to look over two pairs that I'm currently watching. And right now what you can see is this is CAD JPY 15-minute chart. And you can see an area of supply that I had marked off. And you would have seen this in an earlier video that I shared. Now, you can see price came into this area quite a few times. Now, what we're looking at today is we can clearly see that price is kind of stuck in that area. It's not going anywhere. So what I'm doing right now is just completely avoiding this pair. I'm watching for it to reach other areas. So just patiently waiting. You can see that I have areas of supply and demand already marked off. Just waiting for something to happen. I'm not comfortable with taking trades in this area right now, so just avoid it. Don't try to squeeze something out of it if you can't. Now, Euro USD is something different. Now, I did this today. There's two trades that I took this morning. Now, my time is EST. I'm not sure what everyone else's is, but that's the time that I'm on. Now, when you're looking at this, you can see how price came into demand this morning. And you can see that I have an area marked off, but then there's different shades here. But what is that exactly? So when you drop down to the 1 minute time frame and we take a look back here, what you can see that all this was just other areas of demand that I had marked off for potential areas that price would come into. And if it did, I may get in on the trade. Now, there was a few opportunities that I missed today. I should have gotten in, but I still ended up taking a couple trades here. So what we're looking at here is you can see how price came into the area and pushed away. Now, that would have been an opportunity that you could have taken. That was an engulfing pattern after it came in and touched the area. And you could have targeted any spot. You could have targeted the high right here. You could have went for a higher target, and if you've seen some indications that the price may change direction, you could get out. It's entirely up to you at this point. Now, price, so I missed this one. Price came back, but it didn't go all the way in, and I didn't really care for this pattern as much. So I left it alone. Price pulled away, and price ended up coming back, touching into the area again a second time. And then at the close of this candle is when I got in. Now, I'm not sure of the exact spot, but it's roughly where I got in. And I think I was out somewhere around here. I was originally aiming for the high. And what ended up happening was price was stalling out, and I didn't know if it was going to pull back or not. It was already really close to another area of supply on here. Yeah. So if you would have looked at this, it was awfully close to it. So I wasn't sure what was going to happen at that point. So I decided to get out of it. Closed the trade out. and it still gave me just slightly more than a 1-to-1. There was another opportunity that I had today, and it was this one right here. Now, this was a picture perfect pattern. You could have waited for it to come back a second time. I got in on the first touch, and I should have held on to this trade because I would have targeted the highs here. But what I did was, when I seen this candle pull back, I was expecting it to continue to keep coming down. So I ended up closing the trade out, which was just slightly than a break even when it's all said and done. So those are the two trades I took today, and I still came ahead a 1-to-1 for what I did today. So that wasn't bad. Now, with my trades, I only risk 0.4% normally. So today, I'm basically up 0.4%. And the trade was only 6 minutes for that trade. And you can see after that, price moved around back and forth, but I didn't see anything that would suggest to get in on the trade, so I just stayed away from it. And now price is pulled away. And I'm just going to patiently wait now for price to come to my next area and try to avoid anything else in between. That just doesn't give me a clear enough picture on which way the market's going to go. So hopefully some of you caught some of these today, and let me know how things are going for you. I'd love to hear about it. And until then, bye for now.